Apologies, Commander, but an ambassador of a certain nation demands to see you, a nation that we consider to be our ally, at least until they came up with the outrageous proposition we're about to discuss. The tall woman salutes you sharply. Nara Kor. Isgir greets you, Commander. My name is Nara Kor. My Lord Hadvend VI, steward of Isgir, bid me put myself at your disposal. Isgir regards Mendev as a trusted and loyal ally, and our nation will not leave you in your hour of need. The war has brought chaos and anarchy to the lands of Mendev, and we stand ready to come to your aid. The Isgiri Expeditionary Corps is ready to assume control of Nerosian and the larger Mendevian cities to restore order and a central authority. What? But to avoid a diplomatic misunderstanding, we ask that you accept our help and allow us to cross Mendev's borders. Take control of Mendevian city? What? Lady Kanomi cuts off the ambassador. Mendev is quite capable of dealing with its issues without external help, Commander. I must ask you to send your own forces to the capital. Don't put the nation into the hands of foreigners. Commander. Saving Mendev benefits all nations of Avestan, so why does it have to be only one country that helps us? We'll ask all our neighbors to send us their trusted servants who will resolve the crisis and keep an eye on each other, preventing any temptation to exploit our lands and resources. Social gives the ambassador a soft but knowing smile. I am not particularly enamored of the idea of calling in outsiders to instill order in our country. Before I know it, I'll no longer be a count, and some disagreeable foreigner will be living in my estate. I imagine other nobles will relate to these concerns, so why don't we ask them for help? Whatever coat of arms is on the banner of the people who bring order, it is all the same. If they can take care of the people, let them come and help. Patriots should have thought about that back when their country wasn't plummeting into oblivion. Well, it's not necessary to govern the cities. They could just help the army fight demons. That's a bit ridiculous. I would like to hear from the ambassador. Ask. I can explain our strategy, provide our view of the current situation, and vouch for the honesty of our intentions. What made you think Mendev needed your help? My nation has suffered through grueling goblin wars, and I saw what they did to Isgir. Right now, Mendev is worse off than my homeland was back then. The recent upheaval in the capital was just the first sign of the insurrection. Soon it will spark in the provinces. The city garrisons can maintain order. The best people went to the front lines, and only the incompetent stayed behind. The populace is evading taxes and drafts, and future harvests are at risk. There will be famine, then anarchy, and then Mendev will be no more. But we, Isgir, remember the meaning of honor. Our nations have agreed to support each other, and you didn't let Andoran rebel-risers bring this friendship to ruin. We are willing to help. What do you gain from all this? I am an officer, so I won't mince words with you. You're Avestan's shield, and if you fall, the burden of this war will be ours to bear. Furthermore, we Isgiri believe in the necessity of order and discipline. Mendev's collapse will lead to chaos. It will create new river kingdoms that will spread the plague that is anarchy, and therefore Mendev must endure. The good of all of us who are united in our adherence to order. On what conditions do you intend to assist us? A limited military contingent will take control of all major cities in Mendev. Sabotage and corruption will be eliminated, and authority over the respective territories will be given to a network of military security forces, subordinate to the headquarters of the Isgiri army in Nerosian. I mean, there is one tiny problem. The queen is not there, she's at war, and the capital has already fallen into civil war between this royal council and the other nobles, so shit has already hit the fan, so, Naturally, the headquarters will cooperate with the royal council and act solely based on its approval. Once Nerosian is capable of keeping Mendev under control, we'll head back home. What if they stay and want control? No demands or indemnities will follow. Why do you need my permission? We must follow the law, no matter how noble our intentions are. We have no right to interfere in the matters of another country. We need to be invited. What would be considered an intervention? No one except you has the authority to do it. The political status of the Royal Council is too questionable at the moment. Let's see what the Council has to say. Social gives the ambassador a piercing look. We invite one country to help, and it will try to subjugate Mendev. We invite all of them, and everyone will be watching the others jealously and stopping them from taking what they shouldn't. Avistan wants stability, and if Mendev falls under the influence of any external power, that stability will be disrupted. No ruler will refuse to send their best representatives, otherwise they'll lose control of the situation. Together those people will bring Mendev back into shape, and after that, who knows, they might even give some advice to our generals, but most importantly, they won't allow each other to profit off our misfortune. Or, and this is much more plausible, they will ransack Mendev piece by piece 10 times faster. It's fascinating how swiftly sovereigns can forget their differences when presented with the opportunity to rob someone else. Duran, will the nobles be able to solve the nation's predicament without outside help? For all the things people say about my social class, we have one particular quality. Any aristocracy has strong ties to its country. Family estates are our roots, and they run deep in the country, in the ground. Bloodlines are the shoots that grow from local history. So yes, the nobility can solve this predicament, for they possess not just experience as rulers, but the will to rule. If you wish to bolster their fervor, and win some loyalty, give them new lands here on the territories reclaimed from demons. Then their ties to you will be almost as strong as they are to Mendev. So, the main incentive for the nobility to save Mendev will still be pride in the thought of keeping their lands. I'm not sure if that is a solid enough footing. Alan, are you suggesting we allow Isker inside Mendev's borders? I believe them. Mendev is not much of a price when there is a demon army hanging out at his doorstep. If they wanted to expand their territory, they could have found an easier and wealthier target, so I don't think they are lying. It would just be too costly for them if Mendev were to fall. So here they are, doing their duty as allies. And hey, we might meet a couple of brave warriors in the ranks of the Iskeri who will agree to join our war afterward. Isker was formed by an expeditionary force, and it has always served one purpose, and one purpose only. The expansion of Cheliax's territory. Do not delude yourself. For Isgiri, Mendev will be just another seized territory. Lady Konomi, what are you expecting from me? I'm not denying the fact that Mendev is in the middle of a severe crisis. However, we must solve this problem on our own, without involving foreign powers. Eurasian did all it could to help Dresden, and now it's time to reciprocate. Ask that you give the order to all new fully formed detachments standing ready to set out for Dresden, to march to Mendev's major cities instead. They will put things back in order by themselves and remind the people that the Crown's authority remains strong. I understand that you will have to hold out here without reinforcements until the disaster passes, but such is the cost of our nation's salvation and independence. That is a fantastic idea. I'm sure our soldiers will have plenty of time to put things in order before the demons arrive. I mean, it would be so embarrassing if they came to Neurosian and said, "Ugh, oh, these riots, what a mess." Oh dear. Well, then I hope you will defend Mendev in this hour of grave danger, as you've done many a times before. So, Sociel says summon foreign delegates. And all generals gain the excellent advisor's feat. Plus 10 bonus to power. Durain, put out a call among the nobles, promise them generous reward. Recruitment growth for trainable units, 15% for each captured region. Whoa, that's big. Lan. Unlock the Sisters of the Golden Araignier's mercenary unit. Monks with high defensive potential. Monks. I don't care. Grand tier unit. I want ranged units. Lady Konomi, I'll send the reinforcements to Mendevian cities to restore order. Recruitment trainable units is prohibited for 2 weeks. Recruitment growth for trainable units reduces to 0 for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks pass, all trainable units gain the best Sons of Mendev feat. 20 bonus to combat morale. Yes. Lady Konomi, I'll send the reinforcements to Mendevian cities to restore order. I don't care, Sisters of the Golden Area, blah, whatever. If there were strong ranged units, sure, but... The commander has made himself clear. The patriotism of Mendevian subjects is stronger than ever. We will deal with our problems ourselves, and I doubt any power in Everstan will want to question his decision. Lady Konomi bows her head and says quietly, "We will know soon whether or not this decision was prudent. Will Mendev survive this crisis, or is it doomed to fall? Once the outcome becomes apparent, I will report to you immediately." Okay. Oh, seriously? Commander, permission to report. I finally bring you good news for a change. Now that you've put an end to the weary, barely anyone questions your right to lead the crusade. Eurasian now has a circle of influential people who are sympathetic to our efforts and see you as the foremost protector of Golarion. They would like to help our army in any way you want. What should we ask of them? I think we should ask for something we are always lacking: money and other forms of material support. Have them send us holy relics, those that are gathering dust in their procession, like in some kind of museum. Make them procure for us the most valuable of resources, knowledge. Any manuscripts on warfare, treatises on arms and armor improvements, intelligence on demons and their weaknesses. Make them use their money and influence to gather these types of writings from all across Golarion. So we can ask for anything? Make them send us reinforcements, but not another bunch of commoners, their very own overgrown infantile offspring. What? On the home front, lots of holy relics are just gathering dust in temples or private collections. Their place is here, on the front lines, where the fate of our world will be decided. Let our best officers arm themselves with the sacred gifts of gods, and may the power hidden within them help us defeat the demons at last. Don't underestimate the sanctimonious reliquary keepers. They'll suffer heart attacks at the thought of sending their priceless treasures to war. What if we lose them? In the end, they'll just give us some junk and hide the things that are actually powerful in their deepest cellar, then swallow the key. Regil, what do you suggest? Despite all of my experience in command and my Hell Knight training, I wouldn't even begin to assume that I know everything about war and weaponry. Many nations, mercenary groups, and noble houses keep secrets related to warfare they're not keen on sharing. Now is a good time to use the money and the influence of our unexpected benefactors to unlock those secrets. These days, you won't find a soul on Golarion who knows how to fight demons better than we and our soldiers do. I doubt that some dusty books on armor polishing techniques will help us in any way. Now, holy relics are a whole different kettle of fish. They boost morale and have a very practical use against demons. Duran, your opinion, please? Have you ever seen the volunteers we've been getting lately? They're skinny, ragged, hunched. Less of an army, more of a travelling almshouse. If your neighbours are willing to help, let them send the best breed, offsprings of barons and counts. They themselves may be completely useless, but their dear fathers and mothers will send their best warriors to accompany them. That's clever. Their personal guard, sworn knights and seasoned mercenaries, or those who will see to it that their beloved youngster's head is not removed by some demon or other. In a fight, a single one of those skilled riders or trained swordsmen is worth 10 commoners who just have been given a spear and told the following words of martial wisdom. "You're not a baker anymore, you are a soldier." What this army definitely has no need for is more nobles. If you need proof, just take a look at Count Arende. Captain Almatan, what would you advise? In my opinion, we don't need to overthink this. There is no such thing as too much money. We'll ask for material aid and buy everything we are currently missing. Money comes and goes. We must take this chance to get that which can't be bought. Okay, Relic Keeper feat. 15 bonus to power. Rachel. Brilliant strategist. All ranged infantry units have 15. Whoa! Okay, that's the solution. Duran. Cavalry and Grand Tier units. We don't have that many Grand Tier units. Captain Hanmata, I don't care. So this is not bad. But cavalry, Grand Tier, we don't have many Grand Tier units. So we're going for Regil, you're right. Tell them to send us their knowledge of warfare. Good. This will prove to be a significant contribution to our officers' training and help us deliver a decisive blow to the enemy. Thank you, Commander. I hope our allies will fulfill their promises. I'll personally leave for Nerosian to oversee the progress made by our new associates. Hopefully I'll return with good news before long. Perfect. Dogalina Stranglehold. Commander, the supply situation is still critical. I'm doing all I can to find extra rations. Several caravans are already on their way, but this is reality here and now. We can't feed our whole army. Until our shipments gets here, we'll have to cut rations. Who exactly will have to tighten their belts is for you to decide. I would proceed with caution and reduce everyone's provisions equally so as not to provoke any conflicts. There's still going to be discontent, so we'll need some fierce agitation in the ranks. We'll tell the soldiers that the situation is about to improve. Yes, this is most likely a lie, but it is for their own good. It is the duty of the strong to watch over the weak, and not just on the battlefield. Above all others, we must feed those who might not make it through this time of hunger. The strong will endure, even on short rations. If we must cut rations, then we'll do it, but we won't lie about it. We'll tell the troops that things are bad and may become worse in the future. Then we'll see who's here of the food and who came to fight for the crusade. Where did this threat of hunger come from? Things were fine before. They were while Mendev was stable. But when Her Majesty departed for ease, things began gradually to slow toward chaos. And now they're all the way there. We can't provide for ourselves, we can't grow anything on this land, and we can't breed any cattle. All our food comes from a single source, Mendev's military warehouses, and with every passing day we are seeing less food and more warning signs. I would like to hear the Council's suggestions. Are you surely? The soldiers in our army are all different. Some are stronger and some are weaker. Surely the strong will want to share their provisions with their more fragile comrades. They're healthy and resilient, they'll persevere, but the weak, they may die of hunger. That way it will be fair, right, Lan? Everyone will join the effort to conserve as much food as possible. We'll tell it like it is. It stinks today, and it's going to get worse tomorrow. Whoever refuses to suffer through hunger, cold, and danger with us is free to go. The rest must grit their teeth and hold on. We've been through a lot, and we're going to make it through this too. Dogelinder, what would you recommend we do? I suggest we cut everyone's rations harshly. We'll save some provisions in case there's a problem with new deliveries, and we'll have to fight the lack of food with campaigning. Just hold on a little longer, our brave crusaders, such is the price of victory, and so on. It's vile, but what else can we do? If we tell them the truth, there will be panic and we'll lose the army. We'll damn everyone. It must be great to be able to live on propaganda. Clearly I've spent my life learning the wrong stuff. So, feed the weaker, main barracks and main archery range provides 30% more recruitment growth. Main spellcaster lodge, main hall, minus 20. Lan. Recruitment growth for mythic units increased by 25. Trainable minus 15. Doglinda. Recruitment growth increased by 10. Crusade morale increases by 10. I'll do this my way. Nobody's going into battle on an empty stomach. Everyone gets the same food as before. We'll get through this somehow. Right. But the consequences could be terrible. Dogelinder, your decision seems the most reasonable. We'll cut rations for everyone, save some of the food for storage, and spread propaganda amongst the troops. Will do. I know it feels lousy lying to our comrades, but it's better to go to sleep thinking about the provisions that will be arriving from an ocean any day now, rather than your empty bowl that will still be empty tomorrow. And eventually the deliveries really will improve. Commander, this crisis will be over soon, one way or another. If we've done things right, I'll assemble this council again and happily report our success to you. If not, well, we'll all have done all we could. Okay, we're still not done? Commander, although you were once again victorious in your last encounter with Koramzadeh, I'm worried. We've been interrogating the prisoners and some interesting information has come to light. It seems Koramzadeh intends to fundamentally alter his strategy and be on the defensive next time we fight. That is uncharacteristic of him. Indeed, it's uncharacteristic of demons generally. For the most part, they'd all prefer ruthless onslaught. Our enemy seeks to counter us with a robust formation, overwhelm us with ranged assaults, and grind our attacks to dust, one after another. Opposing demons who fight defensively is unknown territory. We must be prepared for it. I suggest we train our infantry in ways of withstanding enemy shots. which should secure our victory in a ranged duel. Hey, what's this I'm hearing? The demons are afraid and want to fight on the defensive? Perfect. Let them stand there and wait while our cavalry mows them down. The demons intend to fight in a disciplined manner, a plan destined for failure. We will send our infantry out to meet them, and then see who blinks first and attacks. Once they have a good grip on our infantry's throats, we will surround their entire force and crush it. So the demons have decided to play with us. Well, they don't know who they're dealing with. Give me, let's see, a few daring riders, and I'll put the kibosh on this Kuramzadesh's whole strategy, no matter how great a general he is. I have defeated Kuramzadesh once, and I will do it again. That's what I'm hoping for, but I would advise against underestimating our opponent. Kuramzadesh is like an angry old wolf. Yes, he growls and grins like the others, but he's much smarter, more perceptive, and more experienced than the rest of his kind, and he learns. He's learned from his mistakes, and now he wants to radically re-evaluate his tactics. If you think this is normal behavior for a demon general, you are mistaken. Kuramzadesh may well present us with some unpleasant surprises when next we meet. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Celia? We don't even need a strategy. It works great for us if the demons want to stand there like statues and defend. Our cavalry is fast and deadly. Containing the enemy is all we need to do to turn this whole defensive tactic into... We walked right into a trap, and we can't get out. So, in essence, you are suggesting we place the burden of winning this battle solely on the cavalry, which means the bulk of our losses will be our most valuable and least recuperable troops. It would be wiser to set the demons on the infantry. Regil. I haven't the slightest doubt that the demons will fail to change their own fundamental nature, and thus will not suddenly become a disciplined army capable of either restraint or the execution of complex plans. We'll send the infantry out against the enemy, close a stone's throw from their ranks. The demons' discipline will falter. They will be tempted by the bait and break formation. Then we attack with everything we have and crush them. Kuramzadeh thinks he can play our own rules against us. That will be his fatal mistake. Greyball. There's this trick called Brat on a String. Imagine some guard standing watch. A snotty urchin walks up to them, calls them every name he knows, throws a handful of ox manure at them, and darts into your alleyway. Could you resist the temptation to chase after him and grab him by the ear? No one resists. And in the alleyway, obviously, they find me with an axe in each hand. I fulfilled a number of contracts by catching the victim's bodyguards with a brat on a string, which got me to thinking. Maybe it'd work in a bigger fight too? A few riders prancing around on their steeds, shouting obscenities, every gesture just begging, "Run after me, catch me, kill me." You think the demons will resist the urge? They'll forget every order they were given and charge forward. If I may point it out, this tactic seems reckless. A battle plan shouldn't rely on the success of a few daredevils. Captain O'Down. The demons want to adopt a new defensive stance. Well, that's their business, but it's no reason to change our own strategy. The battle will turn into a ranged duel. We'll move our infantry ahead as a tempting target for enemy fire, and certain our soldiers will do their duty with distinction, and while they are launching one pointless volley one after another into the shield wall of our infantry, our sharpshooters will be felling them one by one. Treating our soldiers as if they were pawns? Vile. So, all cavalry units gain the contain the enemy ability. The unit's next melee attack will reduce the target speed to 0 for 1. Oh, that's interesting. Red Chill. Bait. All units in a 3x3 area will try to move toward this unit and attack it for 1 round. This is a mind-affecting effect. Greyball. Target unit will try to move toward this unit and attack it for 3 rounds. This is a mind-affecting. Okay. Captain O'Down. All enemy ranged units will be able to attack only this unit in the next round. Oh! Hello there. Captain O'Down, I'm taking your suggestion. It will be done, Commander. I believe our gambit will be successful. We'll sacrifice a pawn to take the enemy's queen. Thank you for your time, Commander. I will get to briefing the officers on our new strategy at once. Once all the preparations are finished, I'll be at your disposal again. Okay. Ah, goodness. Finally we're done. I wanted to do another episode. Another quest. Why's the font? I have to go. Not etude playerless lost status play. What? Okay. Maybe this happened because I chose an option here. Where was the option? Disable. There was a certain option that I chose. Hidden objects, disable. Make previously chosen answers more clear. Maybe that's the problem? I don't know. Preview dialogue results. Preview random encounters. Events. I'm not sure what that means. I have no idea what that means. Okay. In. Chasing... Where is Chasing the Spinner of Nightmares? Journal. City of Loke. Chasing the Spinner of Nightmares. Where the heck is he? Talk to Helor Act 5. Where is Helor? Yeah, I could really need some help, guys, because I have a quest that asks me to talk to Helor, and the marker on Dresden map told me that he's in the inn, but I searched everywhere in this damn inn and I couldn't find him. Okay. Okay, it seems to be buggy. Some people say you can find him, but he is lying on a bed without... Okay, I found him on the bed in one of the rooms of the second floor of the inn in Dresden in Act 5. Second floor on one of the beds. Okay. Or it's buggy. Let's see if we can find him on a bed. So he's not here. And he's not here. And he's not here. And he's obviously not in that bed. Okay, so he's not here. Another one said, next comment, keep progressing through the story where you meet the queen, and afterwards you head to the same location designated by your quest. And there you will get to meet him. Okay. So maybe we cannot yet meet him. Person, we're still going to check this again. But as it appears, that's just a big no. Okay. Helor is not here. That's not a problem. But we're still going to do the side quests. And then we're going for ease. You need to go. Okay, so our story will bring us to Chili Creek. Before that, let's see if we can... it seems odd. Maximum damage to the enemy. Daring blow. Playing. Okay. Well, that is what I want. Everything's ready for the operation. Soldiers awaiting the final order before charging into battle slay as many of the abyssal spawn as they can. Okay, now it works. Fate of the stone. Ring. Add item in. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I want to circle it here. Shamans have carried out the order. So is pin a ring. Perfect. Do we have anything here? No, we can just continue. So goodbye. And you're going for Chili Creek. Even though I kind of want to see, is Karamza there somewhere in his army? He needs to be somewhere, right? Defensive, but where? Or it's just a story and he's not attacking us. Let's destroy these demons here. The Crusaders wiped out the coal mines guards, so hundreds of prisoners finally shambled out from the shafts, barely believing their luck. The soldiers stared at the slaves in horror, seeking to deny them the possibility of escape. The demons had blinded the slaves before driving them into the impenetrable darkness of the mind. Oh dear. Oh, we can't get further here? Okay. Interesting. Well, this is it. Castle of Desire, so I guess that's the only way to go further here? Okay. The Scarlet cultists have gathered a big pile of treasures, gold, bars of various metals, vials with ingredients, tools and supplies. Their actions seem to have no logic at all. They simply hoarded everything of any value to satiate the ultimate insatiable hunger of their lord. That sounds disturbing. Propaganda? Oh dear, propaganda instead of bread. Oh dear. Permanent. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. A gang of hunters was scouring the area around the world wound, grabbing everyone the hunters met and dragging them to Easy to feed the swarm of their Lord Tiscari. They were carrying lots of trophies taken from their victims. Why are all these stories so darn disturbing? Damn it. Okay, let's take this fortress. And after that we're going to end the episode. Oh dear, Baylor. That's not good. He goes first? Why does he have so much initiative? I don't like it. Did we lose anyone? Oh, we didn't. Perfect. So, wait, no, I'm going to read this. Last demonic line of defense standing in the way of the crusade fell. Lying ahead is Threshold. Wait, what? Fresh what? Capture all regions. Okay, so we were not supposed to conquer this yet. We're still missing this, okay. Ah, never mind. Okay, of course we're going to upgrade that one. Crusade City. Perfect. Manage. Final deception has been exposed. Yeah, she's a mad wench. Training ground, teleportation circle, smithy. Yes, military blood, a mercenary of course. Hospital important. Garrison stable, spellcaster, yes. Hall of champions. Barracks, archery, citadel. Did I forget something? Sanctuary. Ah, perfect. Then until next time.